Undergraduate Research Experience Program. This is an initiative of Georgetown University in Qatar to provide financial education to migrant families. The first question that comes to mind is, what are savings? Savings are money you or your household put aside today for use in the future. Savings are a good way for you and your household to manage risks, emergencies, and build assets to meet future goals. Savings can be in the form of investments such as buying land, starting a small business, or buying shares in a company. As you can see, savings take a variety of forms: cash, balance kept in banks or postal accounts, chitty funds, and in some cases, gold or jewelry. Let us now see what some residents of Qatar think about savings. Now you have an idea of what savings are. The question is, why do people save? We will talk about this in our next section. There are many reasons to save. We save because we have different goals and different needs. Savings are the easiest way to have a good future. One should save to meet unexpected costs and emergencies such as unforeseen health issues, death of a family member, loss of property or other valuables, or loss of a job. Savings are also needed to fulfill aspirations for a future that might include investing in assets like land or a house, marriage expenses, education expenses for your children, and a secure retirement. To summarize, we need to save because of unexpected costs or in order to achieve our future goals. In the next section, we will explain how you can define your goals. Now we have an idea of what savings are and why you should save. Before you start saving, you need to have a goal in mind. Let us start with a small exercise. Take a piece of paper and in the next 15 seconds, write down the financial goals that come to your mind. Now you have some of your goals written down. Look at those goals and think about how much time and money you need to reach them. Are your goals short-term or long-term? Short-term goals are those goals that you need to meet in a few days or weeks. Some of the short-term goals migrants have include buying groceries, paying school fees, or paying house rent. On the other hand, some migrants have long-term goals that need more planning and bigger savings. These goals might take more than 3 years to achieve. Some of the common long-term goals are buying a house, buying property, or repaying a loan. Now you know what short-term goals are and what long-term goals are. On the same piece of paper, write which of your goals are short-term and which are long-term. Remember, if you save, you can reach your goals easily. Now you have a better understanding of your different goals. Being migrants in Qatar, is it difficult to save here? Let us look at some responses from migrants in Qatar. Footage. As you can see from these various individuals, There are many reasons as to why it is difficult to save in Qatar. Some of the reasons are food expenses, mobile services, transportation services, and leisure. As you saw from some of the migrants in Qatar, it is not easy to save here. But you can still manage to save. We will tell you about the 2 golden rules of savings in our next section, which will help you save better. There are many opportunities to save here in Qatar, and we will explain 2 simple rules that will make it easier for you. These rules are basic, and most of you might already know them. The first rule in the golden rules of savings is spend less than you earn. The second rule is treat savings as an expense. Now we will briefly explain these rules. The first rule says that you should spend less than you earn. To explain this rule, consider the following example. Muhammad is a migrant in Qatar who earns 1,000 Qatari riyals a month. If he wants to save, he needs to spend less than his income of 1,000 riyals. So, he needs to be careful with his spending on food, mobile services, and transportation in order to increase his savings. As you saw, Muhammad earned 1,000 Qatari riyals per month. If he spends less on each of his expenses, he can save more. Now you know one important rule of savings. That is, spend less than you earn. Cut down on your costs. The second rule in the golden rule of savings is to treat your savings as an expense. You should start treating your savings as a necessary expense. Keep away a certain amount of your monthly salary by considering it to be an expense. Take the example of Muhammad again. Muhammad should aim to put away 200 Qatari riyals as savings every month without fail. If he does this every month, he would have 2,400 Qatari riyals at the end of 1 year. And in 5 years, this expense will be Qatari riyals 12,000. Muhammad successfully saved 12,000 Qatari riyals by setting aside a portion of his income every month. As you saw, Muhammad managed to save a lot of money with time. Now he can do different things with the 2,400 Qatari riyals he saved. In the next section, we will talk about the different places you can save your money. First, I will talk about formal services for savings. The best formal savings service is a bank. A bank is a saving service which is controlled by the government. Saving in a bank is the safest way to save because if the bank loses your money, the government will make sure you get your money back. Now, we will talk about semi-formal ways of saving. Credit associations, self-help groups, or a village bank are some of the semi-formal ways of savings. There are advantages to these ways of savings. First, they are easy to access and they encourage savings and make you more disciplined in your saving methods. Although this might seem like a good option, the safety of these ways of savings is not guaranteed. The third method of savings is informal. They include putting your savings at home, for example, in a safe. The advantage here is that you can easily access your savings whenever you want. But your money is not as safe or as secure as it would have been in a bank. There always is a risk of your money getting stolen or being spent carelessly. Another informal way of saving is using a chitty fund. A chitty fund forces people to make regular savings at specific times. You will need to find someone you trust to manage your savings, and you must be aware that this method has high risks. In the next module, we will talk about how to manage debt.